what is the knowledge they have applied or they have gained? We are giving them the chance to apply that particular knowledge in the 7th semester. Then to permit our student to apply their skill and refine their skill. So we are providing them the opportunity. So what is the knowledge they are having? So we are giving them the chance to apply their knowledge, and while we are giving the chance, the teacher is always with them. In that way, by properly guiding to the student, we are refining their skills, what they have gained in first 3 years. Then we are exposing the student to the real-time problem solving ability. Okay, so we are providing them the problem and we are giving them the chance to solve that particular problem. And at the end, if it is not possible to solve that particular problem, we are providing the guidance to our students. So to inculcate the work attitude and discipline in the student, what type of culture it is there in the industry, what type of a culture it is there at the workplace. So same atmosphere we are going to prepare in our college. And that's why it will make very easy for shifting up our student from college to that particular workplace or for that corporate world life. Next, this will increase the student employability. So if the work culture that is required in the industry or workplace, if we are providing to our student in our college itself, so what will happen? Our student, they will get upgraded. Where if we are implementing this practice school concept in our institute and it is not implemented in other institute properly, so obviously what is going to be happen? Our student will know better what is the work culture that is required in the industry, and our student will be placed at the higher extent in the particular industry or corporate world. So firstly, we must understand what is the thinking of our student. What is your thinking? What is the thinking of the student after BPharm? Students are thinking that the degree is sufficient for the job. Again, the students, they are thinking that the percentage, higher percentage, it is sufficient for getting the job. But my dear friends, it is not like so. This is an unrealistic mindset in your brain. So you have to remove this particular mindset, because you may think that after completion of my BPharm, I will get huge salary. I can go to the job anytime and I can come from the job at any time. And I can leave the job anytime and I can join anywhere, anytime. It is not like that. You just clear this concept from your mind. So why that particular industry or workplace that pay you huge salary? What is the reason for that? What is present in yourself? You have to identify. You have to do your SWOT analysis. You have to identify your strengths, your weaknesses. What are the opportunities for you? What are the threats for you? You have to identify. So why that particular company pay huge salary? Because you must understand what is the timing. How you know that everywhere there is a thumb system. In college, you are not following the discipline of the college. You are not coming at the right time. But it is not accepted in the industry. There is a short timing. You can go at particular time, but what is the returning time, you don't know. So you should understand this point. You cannot leave the job anytime. You have to give the notice before 3 months, and then only after 3 months, after the relieving of that particular workplace, you can relieve from that job. You should understand this point. So these things, it will be inculcated in your institute only. So this is the realistic conditions at the workplace. You should understand. Then and then only you can survive in particular workplace. So why I am showing this particular diagram? You know that here Arjuna, this is the first photo of Swayamvara, Arjuna Swayamvara or Draupadi Swayamvara. You know that. What happened at that particular condition? All Rathis and Maharathis are there. but Arjuna won that particular competition. Why? Because there is a restriction of age. There is a restriction. It is only for the competitors, those they are from the Rajvanshas. Similarly, when you are in a college, your competitors are not your teachers. Your competitors are only your classmates. There is a limitation. Okay, and that's why you can perform in an institute very, very excellently. You are the best in the institute, no doubt. But what happens when you go into the industry? You look at the second figure. So in the industry, similar condition will be there. Who Arjuna, who can perform excellent in that particular Swayamvara, but what happened? You know that. He cannot perform at the Kurukshetra. What is the reason for that? Because the Rathis and Maharathis, those they were present only physically in that particular Swayamvara, now they are in the opposition. The condition is a tremendously change over there. And at that time, you have to take the particular decision. And when you have to take that particular decision in the industry or workplace, at that time, you need your professional experts or guides. But at that place, we are not there. We teachers, we are not there. And at that time, you have to play your role excellently. Otherwise, you have to leave the job. And that's why you cannot perform in the industry, because you are becoming helpless at that particular conditions. Nobody is going to support you, and that's why you have to become strong in the institute only. Then and then only you can survive in the industry. So what industry required? Now you know that when you have to sell your product into the market, my dear student, you are our products. You are our products. And if we have to market yourself in the market, we must understand what is the need of market. And our market is nothing but the industry. Our market is nothing but the industry. So we must understand what work attitude that is present in the employee. What should be the skill they are requiring yourself? You should have strong analytical skill. You should be critical thinker. You should be good listener. You should listen to others. You should have excellent communication skills. You should be good team player. You should work with others collaboratively. You should motivate to each other. And you should be committed and dedicated towards the duty. And you know that, as I have told you that you should be a team player. You have to play an important role in the team when you are working in the industry. So you know that when you are working in the team, you have to understand there are two types of people. One type who is having the constructive mind, and second is having the destructive mind. So to whom you should understand or to whom you should follow. Okay, so that skill you should have, ability to learn and unlearn, what things you should learn and what things you should not learn. So this basic understanding of business. So what thing I have done for the industry so that there will be increase in the business of the industry, that should be understood by yourself. So if you understand, what will happen? If I will grow in the industry, my group will grow, my team will grow. And if my team will grow, then and then only my industry will grow. And if my industry will grow, then there will be the benefit for my team as well as myself. These concepts you have to keep in your mind. Next, my dear friends, when you are working in the industry, when you are studying in your college, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When we are working in our college or when you are studying in your college, You are thinking that, sir, we are having the different department. Pharmaceutical department, pharmaceutical chemistry department, quality assurance department, pharmacology department, and pharmacognosy department. And you are thinking that we are isolated. We are not isolated. We are integrated. We are working all together for your benefits. But you are not looking at that particular way. You are thinking that if I am going to this particular teacher, so another teacher may give me the bad marks. It is like that. But it is not like that. We are your well-wishers. We are not your enemies. This concept you have to keep in your mind. And every teacher, if you are thinking that, if every teacher thinking that their subject and department is very important in pharmacy, my dear friends, nothing is good or bad. You are thinking it is made so. Every subject as well as department, it is having their own importance. And therefore, the students are also considering here the interest of the student as well as what is the need of industry. So we have to accept what our student interested as well as what is the need of industry, and that particular characteristic we are trying to inculcate in our students. But the student should follow us. Students should follow us, and because we are doing for their betterment. So now you may observe the tremendous changes in the teacher nowadays. Okay, so when you come to the college, when we are implementing this practice school concept, the role of teacher is totally different and it is converted to the facilitator. So they will remain during practice school along with yourself for complete 6 hours. And they are providing a detailed information. And why they are doing that? All things, it is for your betterment only. So you know that. This is the same culture that is present in the industry. And same we are adopting in our institute only. You know that. To develop one dosage form, how many departments they are working? You know that. R&D, clinical research, formulation and development department, quality assurance, quality control department, regulatory department. All they are working together to develop, to give a patient a quality product. To give a patient a quality product. Okay. So why we are not doing that? We are also doing that, but my dear student, you are not recognizing that particular thing. We are doing for yourself only. Next. And for that, from this year, you can find huge change in the academics that we are providing to you. We are bridging the gap between the industry and academia. We are bringing more and more industry people to the college for conducting the guest lectures, for promoting you to attain many conferences, seminar, and all for your personal development. Now come to the point, need of practice school. Again, I have told you, what is the objective of practice school? We have to prepare an industry-ready pharmacy graduate. My student should be very nicely placed in particular work culture or industry. My student should have problem solving and employability skills. And I should inculcate the industry attitude, ethics, moral values in my student to adopt rapid transformation of need and the challenges at the workplace. Whatever the knowledge they have acquired in first 3 years, they should apply that particular knowledge for real-time problem-solving conditions. And my students should understand the financial significance to the society. So along with working for ourselves, we should work for the society, for the social benefits, and to provide a platform for the interaction of academics and industry. And why we are doing this? Why we are bringing industry people to the academics? Because what is exact market need nowadays, that we should know, and that we should cater to our students. My dear students, the concept of practice school is very, very simple. You know that if I come to the lecture and if I read only the book, you are getting only 5%. Or I am just talking, and you are getting just 5%. But if I show any video to you, and with that video, if I want to describe something in a methodology, you will understand more. If I ask you, or if I demonstrate any instrument in your presence, then your retention of knowledge is again increased to 30%. And if we have a group discussion amongst student and teacher, the retention of knowledge is 50%. But my dear friends, if you are practicing the one thing again and again until you are getting success, you are getting the 75% of knowledge, and that is the significance of this practice school. Practice, practice, practice until you know that perfect practice makes man perfect. And that's why practice by doing is nothing but it is the experiential learning. And not only that, you know that I have used the word the cooperative learning. And what do you mean by cooperative learning? Here, the students themselves, they will learn many things, and they will work in a group, and they will teach to the other student also of the group. And that's why teaching to the others, it increases your retention of knowledge, my dear friends. So this is called as a learning pyramid. This is called as the learning pyramid, and these are the significance of the practice course. So in the old syllabus, my student, they will just remember what I have taught, they will understand what I have taught, and they just produce in the exam, that's all. They are not applying in their day-to-day life. But this practice school will change their mindset. They will become they are analyzing the different thing. They are having the capacity to evaluate the different things, and they will design a creative new concept or innovative concept in the research as well as the development. So this is the significance of the practice school. So the concept is very, very simple. When I hear anything, I forgot. When I see anything, I will remember. But when I perform anything, when I do anything, I will understand it very, very better. And this is the motto of practice school. Now, after going through the practice school, how the students will be benefited. Students, they learn by doing. They are performing that particular activity. And that will increase the all-round development of my students. So after completion of third year only, in the 7th semester only, they will understand what is the suitable career for myself. I will tell you the thing, what is happened with me. After completion of B.Pharm, I have given the interview of production. I have selected in 2 industries. After that, looking at the salary, I have left that particular. And after that, I have given the marketing interview. Salaries were very high, but due to traveling issues, I have again cancelled that particular marketing field. And then I have joined to the teaching. Because we don't know where to join, what is the field that is suitable for me. And in that particular, I have lost my 1 year. But here, in the third year only, my dear student, you are going to select at the end of third year or in the beginning of the final year, you can decide your career. And here we are in the college to support you for proper career selection. So thereby, there will be the smooth transition of our student from campus to the workplace. And experience under the professional working environment in the institute. So as you are selecting your practice school domain, you are working in that particular area only for 6 months, and after that we are providing a project that is related with that field only. So you will get the environment where you want to prepare your career. Okay, next, what will be the benefits to the industry? You know that when you are selected in particular marketing or production, they will train you for 6 months or 1 year, and up to that particular period your appointment is as a trainee. Okay, but now what is happening, in the final year only you are getting the training in the institute, you are knowing what is the work culture that is present in the industry. So the workplace, they are getting the skilled manpower. Now you are get empowered, and therefore the industry efforts and expenses in the training, they are get reduced. You know that for marketing, the training cost is very high, and that's why there is a cost difference in the generic medicine and standard medicine. You know that in 5-star hotels there will be the meeting of that marketing field peoples. Similarly, in a production for a year, they are just paying you for giving the training. Such effort, they are completely reduced. Then this will add a value addition and increase in the productivity. Because you are already trained, they can send you directly on the duty. So they are not having the time to train you. You know that in COVID-19 situation, companies are running 24/7. And at that time, they are not having any time to train new peoples. But those colleges, they have implemented practice school very efficiently. They have directly hired that particular students without any training. Then human resource development benefit to that particular industry. So that industry, they can get quick student from the college where we are utilizing this practice school concept. Then employer branding. So this will increase name and fame of your college also, as well as the industry also, because you are getting the skilled worker. That particular industry is getting the skilled worker, and that's why that will increase the industry name and fame as well as our college name and fame. Then next, access to the expertise to the academia. So you know that this is a very simple concept. Most of the drug molecules, they are come in the industry, they are come from the academics only. So academics people, they are contributing for the industry, as well as depending upon need of industry, we are implementing that in the academia, and that's why we are strengthening our student to inculcate the requirements they are needed in the industry in our students. Next, what is the benefit to the institute? Now you know that in the first slide only I have told you that this syllabus is going to change time to time. So we know that our syllabus, what we have learned, that is of ER 91. So that syllabus was changed in 2016. How much old syllabus it was? But it will not be like that in future. Mostly in 5 to 10 years, the syllabus is going to change depending upon the need of the market, need of the workplace, need of the corporate life. And as the industry people, they are coming repetitively in the institute, they will guide us. So what is their requirement? And depending upon that, we are going to change the curriculum. So continuous faculty, facility, infrastructural development will be there. If industry is saying that we require this type of skill in our student, so nowadays, Pharmacy Council of India, they are promoting the faculties for 1 month training, industry training program. as well as they can provide the facility for the instrumental finance to the institute, as well as infrastructural development. So time to time, as per their suggestion, we have to make the development in our institute only, in the building also. Then assess to the expertise from the industries. So we are bringing the resource person from industry, from hospitals, from community pharmacists, and this will increase the research and consultancy opportunity for our faculties as well as for our institute. So next, now what college has done last year for the student. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So increase in industry interactions with students. So actually due to the COVID-19, we cannot have a frequent visit to the corporate office because the industry, they have stopped visiting facility to the colleges. So this year, if the conditions are favorable, we are going to increase the visits to the corporate offices, more internship and workshop and live projects should be part of the curriculum. You know that in the 8th semester, we are going to conduct the projects. Then involve the student in the placement process. We are involving you in a placement process so that you can understand how to prepare CV, how to involve in a group discussion, how to give the interview, okay, and how to make the arrangement for the interviews. So you can understand it very well if we carry out the campus drive at our institute. Next, so what institute has done last year? Dear student, just you understand. So we have analyzed our institute. Analyze institute means what are the instruments they are present with us and what new instrument we have to bring to implement the practice school very, very effectively. Then faculty, what are the number of faculties, what is their qualification, what is their specialization. Depending upon that, we have analyzed the faculty and how many students they have passed the 3rd year BPharm. Next, second, we have designed the course structure for 6 months. You know that practice school concept, it is for 150 hours. So this activity we have to carry out among the or within the 6 months for near about 150 hours, and weekly twice this activity will be conducted, and every day there will be 6-hour workload. Then we are appointing faculty or faculties for each domain. So here, you know that in pharmacognosy and pharmacology faculties are less. So we are appointing less faculty over there, but we are ample number of faculty that is present in the chemistry department as well as pharmaceutics department. We can appoint 5 to 6 for each domain. So depending upon the number of faculties they are present. So as they have said that appoint a faculty, but we are appointing more than one faculty. Why we have taken this decision? Again, the different teachers, they are from the different institute, they are having the different skill, and they are coming from the different university. That's why we are getting the different bunch of knowledge. And that's why if the different teacher, they are facilitating you, you are getting a versatile knowledge. That is the motto of appointing more than one faculty. Then, while we are conducting that practice school concept, you know that in the last year 102 students were there, and for each domain we have divided 17 students. So that 17 students we have again divided into 6 students of 6 group and 5 group for our domain. And we have conducted that activity in that particular group, since it is a cooperative learning teaching methodology. Cooperative means that particular 5 students, they will work in a group. And when they have to work in a group, one student can solve the problems of other also. Every student is not excellent in all the sense, and that's why everybody is having the speciality. There should not be any correlation with each other. Everyone is special. You know that. If I am having good in particular thing, I might not have a knowledge of other thing. And that's why we are sharing the knowledge. Our students, though they are present in one group, they are sharing the knowledge. So we are preparing the group. We are taking the best use of the pilot plant, laboratories and other facilities they are present in our institute. We are making the expert available for various domains from the industry. We are taking the best use of our alumni, industry experts, and virtual laboratory. We are going to start our incubation center and IPR cell. So our student, they should not only go for the project, but that project should be published either in the paper or we can file a patent for that. That should be our motto. Okay, and for that, we have to start this IPR cell. So, in brief, why we are doing all these things? You know that in the laboratory, what you are doing, you are just dealing with the pharmaceutical things, but will not having any correlation with the human bodies. So now we are not limiting to the pharmaceutical processes. There is a paradigmic shift from pharmaceutical to the biopharmaceutical approach. Here, not only we are dealing with the pharmaceutical approach, means our product, what we are preparing, we are carrying out its animal study as well as human volunteer study. Up to that depth, we have to provide the knowledge to our students. So we have to make a familiar to our student with the upcoming opportunities. If you are thinking that, sir, only these 5 fields are there, sir, there are no career opportunities in the pharmacies, no jobs are there. My dear friend, if you want to work, you are having n number of opportunities. And those they are having excuses, they are not having any opportunities. So new opportunities like biosimilar and generic products. You know that due to COVID-19 situations, India become third most exporter of medicine. In vaccines, yesterday only the news you have listened, 100 crores people from India, they have got a vaccine of COVID-19. So we are the biggest supplier in the world about the vaccines. In the antibodies, proteins and peptides. Then you know that during COVID only, what is the importance of nutraceuticals and herbal product? You are taking continuously kadha. You are taking nutraceutical, vitamin E. You are taking vitamin C. Okay. And you are taking protein powders continuously. So this importance of this nutraceutical, it is going to be increased day by day because the peoples are becoming health cautious. Then personalized medicine and genomic medicine. This is a very, very novel concept. Personalized medicine. I am a different one than others. I require the different dose. I like different taste. I like a different shape of the dosage form. And depending upon that, I require the personalized medicine. That is called as customized medicine. My genetic makeup is different. What medicine that can work for other, same cannot work for me. So the genetic medicine are also there, okay, to overcome the various diseases or disorders. Then biomedical devices, bioelectronic medicines, 3D printing, prototyping, these are the n number of opportunity, but we have to have interest in any one of the field. So n number of opportunities are there, but my dear students, you have to select and you have to prepare for that. So the concept is very, very simple. For working for any particular thing, you should have work attitude. You should have a work attitude. So I have placed here one simple example. You might know the story of Newton and his driver. What happened? Newton, every place he is going, and presenting his presentation, mathematical presentation, long presentation for 1 or 2 hours. And his driver, instead of going outside, wandering here and there, he sit on the last bench of the class. And he is carefully listening to the Newton, what he is saying. And one day he asked Newton, "Sir, you are saying the same thing day and day. You are not getting bored?" Newton asked him, "What do you understand from that?" After that, the driver says, "I understand each and everything because you are saying it very, very excellently." Newton is saying, "You are just driver. You are just 12th pass. How is it possible?" And on the next day, where the Newton is going, he is unknown for that particular people, for the presentation. And on that day, in a car only, he asked to the driver, "Today's presentation will be given by you." The driver become ready. And the presentation on the next day, it is started. And once the presentation started, he explained everything excellently, and Newton was quite surprised. And again, what is the end of the presentation? The presentation ends with, "What is your last question?" Again, the same dialogue. But you know that every individual is different. Every is having a different mindset. One student asked the different question that is not here by driver any time before. What he answered? "Even my driver can give the answer." And on that particular day, Newton was a driver. This is known as a real-time problem-solving ability, and this should be present in my student. And that is the importance of implementation of practice school. Means what we have to do? What is the output of education? Output of education is nothing but my student should take action at the right time, at the right place. And that is the importance of education. I know that every student is brilliant. He is clever, she is clever, smart and unique. But there is a need to provide the atmosphere. We have to inculcate the work attitude in our students, and we have to allow them to take the action. If you provide this particular environment, nobody can stop our student to get selected for the topmost position in the world. And the objective of teacher is very, very simple. Objective of practice school is very, very simple: to assimilate the basic knowledge. So this is the story behind the practice school. My dear student, what will make your student life 100%? You must understand. First, you should have a skills. When you are having the skill, you will get the 82% knowledge. What is done I have here? This is a very excellent style. A, B, C, D, E, F. You know that 26 letters are there. I have now numbered them 1 to 26. And according to the spelling of skill, I have written here the numbers. And when you are skilled, I have made the sum of this number. It indicates that you are retaining the knowledge about 82% or success in 82%. But with knowledge, you will get the success 96%. If you work hard, you will get the success 98%. But students, if you are having work attitude to do anything that is required for your success, you will become 100% successful in your life. So, dear friend, if you are having the skill, knowledge, hard work, and attitude, nobody can stop you for getting the success in your life. Now come to the direct point, that is practice school. What is the practice school exactly? If you see the syllabus, this practice school concept is for 150 hours. It is evenly distributed in the 7th semester. Okay. Then a college program committee will decide the different domains time to time. And here in a practice school, what we are going to do? What is the skill you have gained in particular first year, second year, third year? We are practicing that particular skills in you along with what is the need of industry. Okay, so we are bridging the gap between the curriculum and the workplace need. So that is the motto of this practice school. So the student, they will select only one specialized domain. If my student is interested in marketing, he will select only marketing and sales. If my student is interested in formulation development, he will select that particular domain. Why is selecting domain? This is my request to all the students. You use your brain only. You should not think like a sheep. If one sheep is going in that direction, I will also go, because the domain that's suitable to your friend will not be suitable for yourself. In what you are comfortable, you select that particular domain only. The domain of interest shall be selected by student. You select of your interest. Otherwise, what will happen? The activity conduct will not be easy for you, and then there will be no use of this practice school concept. You have to submit the report not more than 25 pages in a triplicate copies after end of this practice school semester for that particular course. And evaluation of this practice school will be carried out by the subject expert at the college level only, because this is non-university type of exam. And my dear friend, as it is non-university type of exam, the discipline that is followed by you, it is having more importance, and it is having 150 marks. So see, this is the syllabus of 7th semester. This is the practice school, 12 hours per week, and it is having 6 credits. Means it is having equivalence to 1 theory subject and 1 practical subject. Okay, 150 marks. They are in our hands. Okay, and that's why you have to take very, very care. How you will select the domain? I will give you some guidelines. Elective course decided by college, and depending upon that, we are selecting the domain. Now, what done by elective course that I am going to tell you in the next few slides. The domain should be of your interest. Just now I have told you that your friend is selecting that domain. That's why, sir, I am going to that domain. My dear friend, if you are not comfortable in drug regulatory affair, why you are going there? You are having good skill in a pharmacovigilance. You are good in a pharmacology. And just your friend is going in a drug regulatory, and that's why you are going. It is not having any meaning. Next, facility available in the institute and the premises. You observe which facilities are available in the institute, for which department is get enriched with all the facility. You can go over there. Then collaborate with the industry and solely in the institute. We are conducting these particular domain activities mostly in the college. Sometimes we are taking you to the visit to the industry, or suppose if it is a pharmacognosy, to the herbal garden, Ayurvedic industry also, as well as nutraceutical and that dietary supplements industry also. Okay, or solely we can carry out this particular concept because of the lockdown activity last year. We have carried out in institute only. Then, what done by elective courses? You know that when you see the syllabus of 8th semester, you have to select 2 elective subjects out of the subject they are provided. This is the thing of BPharm 8th semester, final semester. 2 courses. Courses means here theory subject. They are compulsory, and out of next 9 subjects they have provided, you have to select any 2. So, elective are nothing but these are the career opportunities for our student. They are selected by the Pharmacy Council of India. These are the mostly career options, they are available in India. So this elective subject, they will provide us a breadth of knowledge across the discipline, and depth of knowledge of particular selected subject is called as the elective course. Means in all dimensions, we are getting the knowledge of that particular subject, and that will helpful in a career selection. Then elective courses are tend more specialized for the career orientation. Means the practice school next continuity will be your elective courses that will help for your career selection. Then elective courses have very few students. Now you know that. If 116 students are there in your class, when we are dividing the practice school, we are getting 20 to 22 students per domain. And after that, you are getting that 22 students for 2 elective subjects. And again, that number may decrease. Less than 22 also there for some elective subjects. So the elective courses, the few teachers are there and few students are also there. So teacher, they can concentrate more to that particular students. So see, this is the syllabus of our 8th semester. Why I am explaining all this concept? Because the elective subject, by doing the reverse engineering only, we have to select the practice school domain. Now see, those students, they are having interest in the marketing. See, pharma marketing management. This is the elective subject. ET means elective subject. These first two, biostatistics and research methodology, social and preventive pharmacy, these two are compulsory subject. These two are compulsory subject. So student have to take this particular subject. But out of 3 to 12, we have to select any two. Okay. So those students, suppose those they are interested in cosmetic science and pharmaceutical marketing management. Because if you prepare cosmetics formulation, you should have a knowledge of marketing management. So you can select these two particular domain. Or if you prepare cosmetic science, you should have regulatory knowledge. Regulatory means how you have to take the permissions, okay, from various regulatory authorities. You should know that particular knowledge, what documentation is required, what type of filing is required for that, and what are the different types of regulatory authorities are there. So any two subject out of these three, you can select. Okay. Then if you are interested in a medicinal chemistry, then you have a computer-aided drug design. Along with that, you should have advanced instrumentation technique, because if you design a drug for the analysis, you should have knowledge, okay, how we can analyze particular drug. And that's why you can select that particular subject. Suppose if you are interested in experimental pharmacology, okay, ecology. So you can have a 2 elective subject like experimental pharmacology and a pharmacovigilance. So these type of, so you can make a career in pharmacovigilance also, and you can make a career either into the clinical pharmacy also. So this is the way in which we should select the elective subject. Okay. So if you are interested in a pharmacognosy, suppose herbal drugs, so which type of subject you will select? Quality control and standardization of herbals and dietary supplement and nutraceuticals. Obviously, these two subjects are very important if you are interested in Ayurvedic formulations, and if you are interested in herbal formulation, you go for that. Okay, so it is open to all. So you have to select the elective subjects depending upon that in which you have to take, or you have to prepare your career. You have to make your career. Okay, so do you understand up till this point? Just dear student, you just give the response from anything if you are having any difficulty. Yes, anybody? Just one student? Am I audible? Anyone student? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now understand the concept. Concept is very, very simple. So when you come to the syllabus, you understand these three particular things. What is industrial training? Then what is practice school? And what is project work? Many people, they will get confused with these three terminologies. First, industrial training. So when we have to conduct this industrial training, when you should do this industrial training, just after completion of 6th semester. If you are interested in the production, you have a training in a production. If you are having the interest in the clinical, you should go the clinical research organization for completion of that particular training. If you are interested in community pharmacy, you should go and work in a medical shop. Okay, n number of options. If you are interested in a clinical, you should go and work in a hospital pharmacy. Now these are the n number of options are there. And when you have to complete? Between the holidays. Okay, just before the 7th semester. So here we have to conduct this activity, community pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, and industrial pharmacy. For how much duration? 150 hours in a 4 week. Ekka mahine within 1 month, you have to complete 150 hours. Otherwise, if you are continuing it for 2 months, 3 months like that, it is not of use. And it is desirable. What is the meaning of desirable? If it is done, then it's okay. If it is not done, then it is okay. But if it is not done, what is the side effect of that? I will tell you. Why in COVID-19, pharmacists are frontline health workers, they are not recognized. The biggest reason, because you are not doing an internship program, you are just bringing the certificates and you are submitting to the college, and that's why they are having the question mark on your skills. They are not faith in you, and that's why they have not considered you as a frontline workers. But instead of that, nurses, doctors, they are recognized. My dear friends, if you want the recognition, you have to go through this industrial training. Next, practice school. In the 7th semester, either in an institute or institute and industry, you have to collaborate. And duration, 150 hours during the 7th semester. Then project work. So practice work, practice school after practice school. In the 8th sem, we have to go for the project work. During the 8th semester, either you have to carry out this work in the institute only, in a hospital, or in particular industry. Again, it is for 150 hours during 8th semester. It is for 150 marks again. Okay. So how? I will select the domain. Suppose a student, he has selected domain of, suppose, pharmacovigilance. In the next semester, in the 8th semester, he will carry out the project on the pharmacovigilance only. Because he is interested in that only. If any student select the formulation and development or production as a domain, what he will do? He will conduct the project on that same activity. Okay? So this will continue your career. So you will become expert in that particular field in this 1 year. Now you understand what is the regular practical and what is practice school. There is a big difference between regular practicals and practice school. You know that in practical we are learning chapter wise or unit wise. You know that if you take the syllabus of any subject, we'll take the very simple example, formulation. Okay, industrial pharmacy 1. You have prepared, suppose, preparation and evaluation of syrup. At the same time, you are studying the same topic in the theory also. So you are learning chapter wise or unit wise. But it is not so in the practice school. So from drug selection, from formulation, from quality control, from stability concern, from packaging up to coming labeling and coming storage facilities, And coming to the marketing, you should know each and everything about that drug product. This is the practice. This is about the formulation and development practice domain I have told you. How it will be for pharmacognosy domain? Identification of herbal, cultivation, collection, identification, extraction, okay, identification, then extraction, characterization, after characterization, preparation of herbal dosage form, its quality control, its packaging, storage stability, and then marketing. Listen here. This is the big difference between the regular practical and practice school. So here, regular practicals are straggled. No, what don't mean straggled? Straggled means the knowledge is distributed. How? So, in sense of pharmaceutics, I will tell you, in a first year, you will understand the introduction to the dosage form. In second year, you will understand the knowledge of physicochemical properties of drug molecule. In third year, you will understand how to formulate that particular drug molecule. In biopharmaceutics, you will understand after formulating it, what is its effect on the body. Okay. So in this way, in first year, second year, third year, knowledge is distributed, it is scattered, it is staggered. But in practice school, within a 6 months, you are getting whole knowledge, what you have got in a 3 years, and after that, what is required at the internship place. That's why it is a integral or integral learning. Then, learn only prescribes syllabus. So it is syllabus centric. Practicals, as 8 practicals or 10 practicals they are given in syllabus. So I should know that. Okay. This is the motto of teacher also and student also. But it is not so in the practice school. So it is having no limit. Sky is the limit. And it is the holistic learning approach. Then knowledge that is gained in the practical again limited. What is aim? What are objectives? If you gain that particular objective, and that's the end. But it is not like so. Here, students are learning the latest technologies, what they are there in the industry. Then, large group of students, you know that you are conducting the practicals in a 25 batch or 22 batch students. But here we are dividing into, last year I have told you, 17 students were in one domain. Out of that 17, 6, 6, 5, we have prepared 3 groups. If this year there are 20 students, we will divide 4 groups and we are performing that particular activity in 4 groups. And whole day, the teacher will along with you to means refine your skills. Okay, to refine your skills. Then what is the difference between the practice school and project work? What is practice school? When we are conducting this practice school in the same semester, 7th semester, and in 8th semester we are conducting the project work. Method, it is not mentioned. And group, here project work we have to carry out in a group, not more than 5 students. Again, it is experiential and cooperative learning. Then marks, how the mark distribution will be there for practice school. There is a continuous assessment for 25 marks. Listen here, continuous assessment for 25 marks. On a particular day, if you are present, you will get 25 marks. Otherwise, you will get 0 marks for that particular day. And the average of all the activities is, it is conducted, and depending upon that, the average is calculated out of 25. And the final report, I have explained you. You have to submit the report not more than 25 pages, and that report is having 125 marks. So we are going to have that particular report evaluation. Then you have to present the presentation, and then after presentation continuously there will be the viva that I am going to discuss in the next slide. Then in project work will be for 150 marks. No continuous mode marks are there for project. And why there are no continuous mode marks for the project? Because you can conduct that activity either in a market or in a hospital or in an industry or in a college. And that's why, as you are going outside, there is a no need of continuous mark for the project work. Then report. Practice code report, not more than 25 marks. And in a triplicate and project work, again, more than 25 pages mark. Again, in a triplicate, you have to submit to the college. Then evaluation of the practice code will be done by staff at the institute level only. And we are following the rubrics. 3 teachers, they are evaluating you. Why 3 teachers? Because any teacher have a soft corner, or if any teacher is having any blame on you, so he should not affect on your mark. And that's why the rubric system, it is followed, and we are evaluating your project or that practice school report among the 3 faculties. Then project work. Similarly, this is the end examination, and this is carried out by the examiner. There are 2 examiners. One is the internal examiner, second will be the external examiner. External examiner from outside the college, and both they are appointed by the university, and they will evaluate you in a project work. Now, what we can provide to our student? So first, we are carrying out the repetitive activities. We are visiting to the different workplace. We are filling the curriculum gap. Means in what 3 year, first 3 year, what things we cannot cover. We are filling that particular gap as per the need of the industry. And we are exploring our students to handling the sophisticated instrument and the equipments like a spray dryer, freeze dryer, extruder sphenoizer, infrared spectrophotometer, differential scanning calorimeter, X-ray crystallography, HPLC, HPTLC, gas chromatography, etc. So just now I have told you this industrial training, after 6 semester only you should carry out. You should complete this training, and later from that particular authority you have to bring and submit to the college. Here you can conduct this particular 150 hours industrial training in any pharmaceutical organization. It may be production, quality control department, quality assurance department, analytical laboratory, chemical manufacturing unit, means bulk drug manufacturing, because you know that India started banning China, and that's why bulk drug manufacturing has got a very important, very great importance nowadays in pharmaceutical research and development, hospital pharmacy, clinical research organization, and community pharmacy. So last option is your community pharmacy. So these are the n number of options, and again ETC is there. So you can choose the department of your interest. Then after 6 semester, before 7th semester only, you have to complete this industrial training. You have to submit the report of industrial training and certificate by the authority of the training organization. You have to submit to the head of the institute, his principal, sir. Now, what institute have done for implementing this practice code? Use of available resources. What are the teachers? What are the instruments they are present in our institute? What are the laboratories they are available? Along with that pilot plan that is available in our, that we are sophisticating, and we are purchasing the new resources. We are developing the center of excellence. After coming to the college, you will understand. Okay, we are going to conduct the different programs for GPAD also. We are going to competitive exam also. So once you come to the college, you will see the changes. Then we are promoting our faculty on each domain. We are developing the infrastructure and instrumentation facilities. You can see the changes in the building constructions as well as the instrumentation facilities in our college. Then collaborate with the research institute. We are signing the MOUs with the different colleges also and different industries also. So to have a more number of visit to that particular colleges as well as industries. So for implementation, what we have done, we are starting improving the infrastructural facilities, start effective training and placement cell and alumni cell, career guidance cells. If you want any guidance regarding career selection, we can have career guidance committee for that, competitive examination cell, then strengthening alumni and institute collaboration. And we are developing industry institute collaboration, MOU and consultancies, startups, incubation and IPR cells. So at the last, how the assessment and evaluation of this practice school report is carried out. I'm going to explain you in very, very short. These are the last two slides. So first, day-to-day activities conducted. We are analyzing that activity and we are giving the feedback. If student is wrong, we are correcting that particular thing. If he is right, then we are submitting that particular result. If he is wrong, make the corrections. If we are making the corrections, we have to make the improvement. And if we improve, we are making the improvement in our student. That will enhance the performance of our student. And then the report, report for that particular day, it is submitted. And the cumulative, all the report is submitted. The next thing, how the continuous assessment is carried out. So every day we have to carry out the activity. Daily activity report the student has to submit or get it signed with the teacher. Then there will be quiz that we have carried out last year. This year we may implement a different type of test. It is for 10 marks. And student teacher interaction means it is a viva. It will be for 5 marks and total 25 marks for each day activity. And average of this 25 marks throughout the semester it is conducted. And how your report is evaluated. So evaluation sheet will be there. Here we are writing your name, class, then the duration, so how many hours you have completed. We will write here out of 150 hours, how many hours student has gone under this practice school concept. Then practice school report will be there, that will be evaluated, and that is having 50 marks. So examiner 1 will give mark, second will give mark, third will give mark, and mean will be calculated. And why 3 examiner I have told you. So there should not be any soft corner toward the students, because if there is a soft corner toward student, that may make our student handicapped. Okay, and there should not be any force towards the student. Okay, we are the well wishers of students, and to avoid that, we are following this system. So the seminar, minimum in presence of 3 examiners, we are conducting this seminar and we are giving mark. Then viva is also conducted. Average mark is submitted over here, and a signature of 3 examiners and mean will be submitted here. So in this way, the evaluation of the practice school is conducted. So how exactly we are going to conduct this practice school concept? So this will be these last 2 slides are there. So first, teachers, they have selected domains. Okay, means college program committee is there. They have selected the domains. Each domain in charge now, after today's presentation, they will conduct the webinars, or they will conduct the presentation regarding each domain. Already we have designed the curriculum. Okay, then student, you will provided with one Google form. After presentations of all the teachers regarding the domain, you have to select the domain of your interest. Then student, they are provided allotment to that particular domain. And for each domain, again, you understand one thing. If I am giving the presentation of suppose formulation and development, it won't mean that I will be the domain in charge for that. Okay, so it is the duty assigned to the teacher, and that's why he is presenting that presentation. You don't mean that That teacher giving the presentation means he will teach to you. Then teacher allotment is done after that. And implementation and continuous assessment activity will be conducted in next 6 months. At the end of the practice school concept, the report will be submitted and the evaluation will be carried out. So in the last, what is the conclusion? This practice school, it is served as a platform that facilitates and promotes the intellectual exchange between the academia and industry. It stimulates the real work environment in the institute, what is required in the industry. And it is a task orientation, teamwork, goal orientation, and managing the interpersonal skills in our student. So elective, they will help our student to select a career of their selection, and it will facilitate the smooth transition of our student into the workplace from the institute. So you know the theory of survival of fittest that is given by the Charles Darwin. It is neither of strongest of the species nor the intelligent, but those they are responsive to change that will survive. And this is the rule of survival of fittest. If we are not changed with time, we are get replaced. And that's why change is very, very necessary. And this is said by Charles Darwin. So with this, I conclude my session. Thank you very much. Now, if you are having any difficulty, now session is free for discussion. Yes, dear student. If you are having any difficulty,